split my time as a youth growing up in Massachusetts and Maine.
Yeah.
My mom married a Mainer. And so I went to high school up here, and I went to high school down there, but I split 2 years. When I was younger, I didn't want to come back here, but as I got older, I ski, you know, I snowboard, and I love the water, and I love hiking and stuff like that. So my wife and I we were coming up here for 10 years before we decided to move up here, and we saw our house, put an offer on it. Didn't think they'd take it. They did. And haven't been able to talk myself into leaving yet. I've been playing in bands since I was about 14, 15, and doing high school and stuff like that. I really just enjoyed being around guys playing. I started off on bass. Joined a cover band. We did Aerosmith and Judas Priest and Van Halen and Cinderella and covers and stuff like that. And from that point on, it was just like that's what I like to do. It's not something I thought I'd be ever famous at or anything. I just like to do it. It kept me busy, it kept me out of trouble, and it's given me more opportunity to meet such cool people that I don't think there's anything else you could do. I was in a band called Spot the Loony, and we had some great shows in Boston and playing around, and just memorable stuff, just the funny kid stuff that happens to you, loading the caravan, closing the back, and the window blows out in the middle of a snowstorm. You're at Mama Kin's and somebody blocked you in, so your drummer's, who's massively, got muscles and everything like that, moves the dumpster for you, falling off the stage with your friends. You know what I mean? Just having that typical rock and roll fun stuff, and there's no replacing that kind of fun. Just getting with your friends who you know are going to back you when you get up there and you play and you love your own music. You play covers too and enjoy that as well, but to present yourself as an artist to people is, especially with a group of guys, is really fun. We love interaction here. We love hanging out, talking about music. We are just like nerds when it comes to talking about music. You want to talk about classic rock, new age, metal. I mean, we just love talking about it. Hearing people talk about music is one of those things that always pumped us up as musicians and being in bands. When you find out somebody plays in a strange tuning, they're like, oh, let me try that. And you have never played in that tuning before, but all of a sudden it just opens up another color palette for you musically. I really enjoy talking to people about music. And one of the best things about talking to people about music is people my age, I'm older now, and they come in, they want to learn music, they want to try guitar, and they don't think they can do it. And one of our specialties, I think, here is to encourage you can learn a few songs and play around that fire pit with your friends. And it doesn't take much. You're going to fall off your bike every now and then, but you can play.
Yeah.
You can play. Anybody can.
Yeah.
And that's why we have this store, really, is I want to keep everyone playing. People forget how, they get into life, they get into family, and they get into work, and they'll always want to go back and do that. So we give you an opportunity to give yourself a couple hours a week to cruise in and enjoy that. We are going to get better vinyl and more vinyl in the store. We get a lot of one-hit songs all the time now. We get to pick and choose right off the bat. But to sit down and listen to an album is kind of neat because it doesn't happen as often these days. Nope. And so that's why we love the CDs and the vinyl. And we even have a few tapes. Just to, keep listening to that stuff you grew up on a little bit. Throw it in every now and then. It's really fun. Come in here because we'll play a song with you. Like we will sit down and we'll even learn a song. We'll listen to your original that you haven't played for people in years. We love to just grab a guitar, plug in. I'll throw a mic on. We can have open mic all day, every day. We love it. We love people coming in and play. And it's the kind of store where we're not big box, so we don't have every kind of string. We don't have every kind of pick. We don't have every kind of vinyl. But we'll get you through the weekend. You know what I mean? If you get a gig or you've got something coming up, you want to play with friends, we can get you that. We can make sure that you're able to play. We got chords, we got speakers, amps, all that kind of thing, to just keep you moving, keep you playing. So that's kind of where we kind of fit, And what is a town? I live in, this is a small town. What's a town without a music store? You got to have a place for those kids to come in and look around and be like, oh, I'd like to learn bass, or wouldn't that be cool if I played drums? You could play bass, I could play drums. Just to feed a little bit of an idea or a dream is super fun. We don't know everything about every piece of instrument in here. We're not professionals. We're not like, Einsteins on everything. But we love to turn you on to something, really. The great Keith Richards said, painters have a canvas, and so do we. Our canvas is silence. So we take silence and make something of it. And when you're sitting there just thinking and you hear music in your head, you can translate that through your voice and through your hands to something.
Right.
And so our canvas is silence.